The room grew smaller every night, curtains closed against the light. Every message left unread, every thought stayed in my head. Every morning wore me thin, couldn't tell where I'd begin. Holding everything alone, trying to make a house a home. When every hand has let you fall, you start listening for anything at all. I needed a guardian angel, someone to pull me through, a voice to stand beside me when nobody else would do. I whispered into empty skies, begging someone hear my cry. I never thought the first reply would sound so much like mine. The weight kept settling in my chest, sleep became another test. Faces blurred into the crowd, silence somehow screamed aloud. Working harder every day, watching pieces drift away. If no one sees you disappear, do you vanish or stay here? When hope forgets to call your name, even shadows start to look the same. I needed a guardian angel, something stronger than myself, someone to say you make it when I couldn't ask for help. Hands together, head bowed low, praying somewhere hope would grow. I didn't know what answered me, only that I wasn't alone. Maybe heaven never opened wide, maybe something else replied. Not with thunder, not with light, just a whisper in the quiet. I'll carry every fear you bear, you'll never have to face them there. Give me your worries, every scar, I'll keep them where they are. I thought salvation knew my name, I never questioned where it came. I needed a guardian angel, someone who would never leave, someone who could hold the weight that I no longer could beneath. So when a voice reached out its hand, I didn't stop to understand. Some angels aren't sent from above, some are born from broken love. I asked for someone to save my life. I never asked where they keep their knife. Your life is perfectly in my hand. You'll be mine till your last stand. Found you where the night drips slow, tangled dreams you won't outgrow. You called for help, I heard it clear. Now I'm the voice inside your ear. Soft as prayer, I take your hand, guide your steps just like I planned. Every fear, I'll keep it near so you remember I am here. Don't look down, don't ask why, trust the wings you can't deny. I'll protect you with your life, keep you safe beneath my knife. Every breath you borrow's mine, thread it tight on borrowed time. Close your eyes, don't try to fight, I'm your shelter in the night. Say my name and you'll be fine. You'll be mine, all mine. You'll be mine, all mine. Every shadow bends to me, I reshape what you can't see. Doors will lock, the world will fade. In my light you'll never stray. Hear my whisper sweet and low, telling you what not to know. If you wonder if you stray, I'll correct you gently. Stay. Halo cracks but shining still. Love you more angels never let you die. I keep the lights on just to feel in control. Measure my words, try to soften the blow. I smile like nothing's clawing inside. Keep it together, keep up the disguise. They say I'm kind, say I'm easy to trust, but they don't see what's gathering dust. Every high has a shadow below, and I can feel it starting to grow. You call that control, I call it a cage. You polish the mask, I sharpen the rage. You whisper, be careful, I'm ready to break. I live in the risk that you're too scared to take. I'm the flood when you're barely a stream. I'm every extreme you refuse to be. Try to bury me, lock me away, but I'm in your bones, I don't fade. I just want silence, I just want peace. I want the chaos, I won't be brief. We're pulling tighter, no release. If I'm Jekyll, why don't you hide? There's no safe place when I split inside. One begs for calm, one screams for fire. Both drag me further from what I desire. If I'm Jekyll, why don't you go before you see what I can't control? Cause I'm not one, I'm at least two lives, and neither one lets the other survive. I cancel plans, say I'm just tired. Truth is I'm walking a mental wire. Too high to sleep, too low to speak. Every connection feels paper thin, weak. I watch the world through a narrowing lens. Start pulling back from family, friends. It's safer alone than risking the shift, when who I am becomes who I can't predict. Alone, no, you're alone because of me. I burn every bridge so you stay where I can be. I spark your pulse, I hijack your nights. Turn every maybe into reckless flights. Then comes the fall, yeah, I drag you down. Make every bright thought start to drown. You blame yourself, but I take the throne and leave you convinced you're better off alone. I'm losing ground, I'm slipping thin. I'm digging deeper under your skin. We don't know where one ends begins. If I'm Jekyll, why don't you hide? There's no safe place when I split inside. One begs for calm, one screams for fire. Both drag me further from what I desire. If I'm Jekyll, why don't you run before the damage can't be undone? Cause I'm not whole, I'm a fractured mind, and I'm the last one I can confine. I didn't choose this pendulum swing, the crushing lows, the heights, the sting, where I feel invincible then erased, like I don't belong in time or space. I'll push you out before you can see how unpredictable I can be. It's not just fear, it's knowing it's true. I don't even trust what I might do. If you hear me laughing, I might be breaking. If I go silent, I might be shaking. If I say I'm fine, don't read it twice. There are two voices rolling those dice. If I'm Jekyll, why don't you hide? I can't protect you from what's inside. I want connection, I need relief, but I'm at war with my own belief. If I'm Jekyll, why don't you leave before I give you a reason to grieve? Cause loving me is a risky divide. When Hyde decides he won't step aside, I just want quiet, I just want light. I am the shadow you can't outrun, can't fight. And every day we're forced to coexist. If I'm Jekyll, I don't know which one you kissed. Another bottle on the sink, another night I couldn't think. The label says it quiets storms, but storms became my normal form. You carried me when no one came, spoke my fear before my name. You held the pieces through the fall. Now they're asking me to let you dissolve. They call it healing, you call it surrender. I'm caught between remember and remember better. I'm split between surviving and living, between what saved me and what I'm giving. If I loosen my grip on the hand that held me tight, will I finally see the morning or just lose another fight? I'm split between hope and grief, between finding peace and losing me. If the medicine quiets every voice inside, will it leave just Jekyll or take Hyde? And you kept me standing through the strain. Even when you answered pain with pain, you taught me everyone would leave, so better not to let them see. Now every tablet asks the same: who survives if you both change? The mirror doesn't have a clue which reflection will make it through. One heartbeat says hold on tight, one says you'll never win this fight. Both sound enough like me that I don't know who to believe. I'm split between surviving and living, between what saved me and what I'm giving. The chains that kept me breathing now are the ones I can't keep wearing somehow. I'm split in every memory, wondering who belongs to me. If the medicine quiets every voice inside, will I wake up as myself or someone left behind? You weren't born from hate, you were born from fear. When no one else would stay, you appeared. You wore the halo I begged to find, a guardian built inside my mind. Now they tell me I should let you sleep, trust the silence, make the leap. But silence used to mean alone, and lonely was a place you called home. If I reach for help, do I betray the part of me that kept me safe? Or is loving you enough to know it's finally time to let you go? I'm split between the life I know and the one I'm scared to grow into, between the angel I believe and the truth I couldn't see. If healing means I'll never be the person pain created in me, then maybe I'm not losing who I am. Maybe I'm becoming someone I never had the chance to understand. You were the crack in every window pane, the storm that always knew my name. You taught my fears to sing at night, turned every wrong into a fight. I spent years wishing you'd disappear, praying for silence, begging not to hear. But now the echoes fading too, and I don't know what to do. I know the hurt, I know the cost, but something still feels lost. For better or for worse, Hyde is hid, took the shadows that I lived with, and now it's empty inside, like a house after the tide. You were the thorn beneath my skin, the voice beneath my every sin. For better or for worse, Hyde has hid, and now it's empty inside. You never loved me, not really. You only knew how to consume, but you were there through every fall. A familiar darkness in the room, strange to miss a thing, the scars, to look for wreckage among the stars, to mourn the weight that dragged you down just because it's not around. Some ghosts aren't mourned because they're kind, they're mourned because they leave a silence behind. For better or for worse, Hyde is hid, took the shadows that I lived with, and now it's empty inside, like a house after the tide. You were the thorn beneath my skin, the voice beneath my every sin. For better or for worse, Hyde has hid, and now it's empty I mistook your chains for roots. Maybe I thought pain was proof that I was something, that I was whole, when really you were swallowing my soul. Still when I reach into the dark, I find the shape of where you are. Not because I wanted you back, but because absence leaves its mark. For better or for worse, Hyde is hid, and I can't pretend